Pomelo tree, agroplants.org, also known as honey pomelo or citrus maxima. So this tree, it's perennial evergreen, used for edible fruits, and it's possible also to grow it as a bonsai. It can grow in a variety of climate, tropical, subtropical, or Mediterranean climate, and it's growing in hardiness zone of 10 plus. If you would like to grow it, there is a link below, link above in the right top side, and if you purchase, this is donation for this channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe, it's really help to continue and create more videos. So the flowers are white with yellow stamens, not very significant. It's a self-pollinated can be, but it can also be with bees and other pollinators. Fruits can be white, yellow, pink. This is the usual color. Pink can be a little bit reddish sometimes. And except this, prefer without frost-free, without frost, sorry. So it's how to grow. Can survive light frost and even a frost, but better without. It grow better and will bear better fruits. Loamy soil, it's also preference. Of course, add some organic matter, and for young trees, especially in hardiness zone of 10 and 10 A and B, better to put some mulch to keep the moist of the soil. If the trunk exposed to full sun, better to whitewash it. It's mean to paint it with lime paint. You can start to grow it by seeds, but not very recommend. Air layer and just to buy grafted tree. Will be the best. It's important to graft because there is a lot of things that you would like or not like in the tree that you grow. So the flavor can be sweet, sour, or something in between, and this is by your preference to choose. You can choose also if it's more dry fruit or more juicy. Without thorns, it's another option, but might affect on the other things. And of course, the color of the fruit can be red, pink, or white, yellowish, and you can choose it. And of course, you can grow more than one cultivar on the same species, so it means that one option you can grow few kind of pomelo. It's mean white, sweet, sour, red, and whatever. Or you can grow actually other kind of citrus like clementine, orange, and pomelo on the same tree. So it's an optional. Be aware that try to make them more equal, the branches. Don't let them go one crazy and the other one smaller. It will affect the amount of fruits. Planting season will be from in the spring in hardiness zone of 10A, hardiness zone of 10B. Possible all the year, but better autumn or in the spring. Hardiness zone of 11A plus all the year, but if the summer is too much hot, better not in the summer. Major pests are citrus leaf miner, aphid, citrus foot rot, ants, and citrus gummosis. Pruning season will be in the end of the winter, beginning of the spring. Depends the cultivar after the fruits. And if you see that it starts to bloom when you still have fruits, consider take out the fruits and just prune the tree next year. Because if you will prune with all the flowers, you will have less fruits next year. Major pruning will be a dead branch, cross branching. Better that the tree will get sun in all the parts. So cross branching is important to reduce the density growth, and that it won't be too much high density in the tree. The height of the tree it can grow from 3 to 7 meter, and in the right condition it's a medium growing tree that require average amount of water. Prefer big amount of water with good drainage, but grow well with average amount of water. Usually the tree bear fruits in the winter time or even in the early spring. So you don't really need to put a lot of water for the fruits, but if you don't have rain or it's a little delay, increase the amount of water in the in the season, fruit season. Usually you see cracks in the peel. It means that it's dry, and add some water in before all the fruits on the tree will lose their you will lose the option to eat them. It grows the best in full sun. Less than full sun it's also optional, but will bear less fruits. Blooming season will be from the winter to the spring, end of the winter. Can be rarely also in the summer. And the fruit season will be from autumn to the winter, and rare in the early spring. Possible sometimes to keep it until the end of the spring. Major pests for the fruits are citrus stubborn disease, citrus black spot, and alternaria. You can you have a lot of uses for these fruits. You can eat it raw to make juice. To use the rind, use it for fragrant fruit leather and sugary rind, and to make jams from the peel. I mean, from the fruit itself, it's usually to make juice or just eat it raw. You can use it also in a shake, but it wouldn't be the first fruit that I will seek for a shake. Usually, it will bear fruit after 3 plus years. Can start from 2 to 3, but big quantities will take at least 5 to 6 years to get nice quantities of fruits on the tree. If you want to grow it from seeds, it's an optional. Be aware that most of the chance you will need to graft it. So you need moist soil to keep the seeds in dry and dark location in a room temperature. Sow it better in the spring, possible also in the autumn. Better to do it in separate pots, and the depth of the sowing will be 2 centimeters, so it means a little bit less than 1 inch deep. I mean, the condition will be for the soil, keep it moist all the time and sunny location. Require average amount of water, and it will take usually to germinate between 2 to 4 weeks, but can take much longer. So don't worry, it might take. Be aware that you need to verify that you don't have citrus leaf miner in the area. If yes, better to isolate the seedlings. They are very fragile in the beginning, and the citrus leaf miner might kill those seedlings. Except this, it's a lovely fruits with a good fruits. They are not. You can choose more juicy, less juicy, and this is important. Sometimes you would like you should try the fruits before, or just try to understand what you are gonna buy, because a lot of time people are super disappointed from what they choose, because they don't really put attention for the little things, like as I said, the fruit is juicy or more firm. If it's more firm, might be a little bit dry. If it's too much juicy, it's just gonna be a pile of juice, and this depends for what do you need. Except this, of course, there is the colors and a little bit the difference of the flavor, and more sweet or more sour. One thing that it's important, I think, that it's to graft more than one tree. If you have just one tree, it will be shorter season usually. There are some trees, some cultivars that have really long season, but usually it's a shorter season, and except that it's shorter season, it's the main problem that it's a lot of fruit from the same thing, that you can be bored from this. If you're bored, you don't want to grow it anymore. So try to graft maybe even other kind of citrus, like oranges, lemons, or clementine, or just there is so many you can check in the website, others citrus plants. Except this, why not to grow it? That's all from growplants.org. Don't forget to subscribe, visit our website, and of course, if you have any question, just ask. You have here links about more videos, some lists, subscribe, and of course purchase a plant, and this is donation for our channel. I hope you enjoy, and come visit us again.